Okay, it's recording.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you very much for joining us. I am Jeanette, and we have Lisa also, my partner in crime. We both do webinars here at YearbookLife, and today we're going to be going over how to design your yearbook. A lot of schools are doing virtual schools, and they are wondering how they're going to fill their pages, so that's what we're here to answer today. Before we get started, I want to make sure that you guys can see my screen. Does everybody see here the Pictavo screen right now? Lisa, do you see it?
I do.
Okay. I'm going to click on somewhere else. I want to make sure that they're all visible. How about YBLive?
I see YBLive.
Okay, good. Okay, perfect. So we're ready to go. And let me just cover this down a little bit. There we go. Okay. Okay, so I want to go ahead and start on our homepage because there's a lot of good information here that I'm going to guide you to that you're going to probably use throughout the year. Obviously, because you're going to perhaps not be getting the same events in and things like that, you might be requesting photos from parents. So a lot of organization is going to be key this year. And we all know that sometimes getting things from parents is a little bit difficult. So we always suggest to start earlier rather than later as far as requesting photos of their days, things that they want to, things that you might want to include in your yearbook, which I'll talk about as we go along. If you think you're going to have a problem collecting photos, you might want to consider talking to administration to see if they can put it as a grade or extra credit to have the teachers include it as that. Sometimes that gives them that little push for students to get their photos in. We are working on ways to collect portraits. So if you don't have a photographer coming to your school, what essentially we want to do is have the photos sent in. We're working on an app that the idea is to have the photos sent in through the app, and it will automatically create the index file that you will need to upload your portraits. And there'll be more information about that now, later on, because we're now still trying to finalize those last minute things. So do keep that in mind. I know a lot of people are concerned because what if we don't have a photographer? What if we are doing virtual school? We are aware, and we're working on a solution for that. Okay. One thing I want to bring up is if you have parents sending pictures from their iPhones. iPhone has a setting that needs to be changed in order for it not to be compressed. What the iPhone, Apple does is when you take a picture, it compresses it so it doesn't take up as much room as a JPEG file. And that format cannot be uploaded to the software. So I have instructions on how to change that format, and I'm going to send a follow-up email. So I will go ahead and include those instructions for those parents that need it. That doesn't seem to be the problem with Android phones, so this would be just for iPhone users. All right, I'm going to scroll down here, and I want to show you guys a sample yearbook. This is our website, YearbookLife.com, and we created a sample yearbook that could be what your distance learning would look like, yearbook would look like. Think of it more as a memory book. I'm just zooming out a little bit so we can see the entire page. Think of it more as a memory book, and you'll see what I mean as we page through the book. So this is the cover. You can write up about what's going on, what our new normal is. That'll be something for the kids to look back on. This is a very monumental years that are happening right now. So it's a great idea to include that in your yearbook. Have a little blur about it, if not an entire page. Here's the administration. So what this virtually is a photo of the principal on a Zoom kind of webinar or a Teams meeting kind of webinar. It's a photo of that. And we also have, in order to make it look like this, we also have clip art with a photo box inside it that has a computer already on it. And then you can insert the photo inside that clip art. And I'll show you what I mean when we jump over to designing a little bit. Here is the staff. So here's one way to portray your staff. Here are your grades. As you can see, all of the pictures have different backgrounds because it is something that the kids or the parents took at home and submitted. We always suggest to take a photo from the upper chest up, and then of course you can crop it as needed or zoom in as needed when you upload it into the software. We always recommend to do an outdoor photo just because the outdoor lighting is so much nicer and it's such a clearer picture that way. So here's an 8th grade. Here we have a seniors. Now, seniors are more than likely going to be able to take photos since they go to an outdoor facility, not an outdoor, to a separate facility, like a photographer to take their pictures. So chances are you will have your seniors already formatted for you by the photographer. Here's our yearbook staff. So these are just sample pages of ideas that you can fill your pages with. This has quotes from all of your students. When you request from photos from the students or parents, you can request that photos of them specifically doing classes online. That would be something to include, like these are. Of course, with a mask, that's another cute idea. And then, like I was saying, since it becomes more of a memory book, get creative. Request for photos that includes their pets, perhaps their siblings, their grandparents, you know, and you can include that and create a page with a collage page with that. This is a collage page with the activities that the students do outside of school. So if they're in sports, or this one here is a ballerina dancer, or if they're like photography, they can include you can include a photo of the students doing that. There's also interviews. So if you want to ask them certain questions and include some of them throughout the book, that's another cute idea. So this one, for example, is asking, what's your favorite thing about remote learning? And this is what the kids responded. And of course, include a picture there. So, and then of course we have our current event page, and we will update for whatever happens this year. We usually get it updated around March, I want to say, and then you can include those pages, whatever happened in 2020 and 2021. This is obviously last year's. We have the autograph pages, and then we have the all about me pages. Both of our softwares offers both of them. Both of our softwares offer the current event pages, the year in review pages, and the all about me page. Okay, and this is great because they can fill it in and see information that years from now they'll be looking, oh yes, that was my favorite movie and that was my favorite friend. So it's a really cute idea to always include an about me page. All right, so let's go back here home. And I'm going to jump over to the already a customer page. And we're going to talk about what you can find in these pages. Obviously, you will go to whatever your software you're using. You would go there. I'm going to go ahead and jump into Pictavo, only because I think that most of our participants are from Pictavo, but you will find this in all of our, for all of our software. So if you need technical support assistance, you will find that information here. And I want to guide you through this because there is, like I said, so much information here that is going to be useful. Here is, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and email us. You can call us. If you want to set up webinars, there's a training website page for that. You can click on training. If you want to do a one-on-one webinar to go over anything specific, you can go ahead and request it, or you can click here to be redirected to our scheduling calendar. And the news you can use page, this is probably where you're going to find most of the information. So here we have our design guides, which I'm sure if you've designed a yearbook, this is going to be your Bible. It's going to have all of the fonts that we offer, all of our templates, all of our layouts, clip art, and things like that. So you can go ahead and download it, and then you can access it really wherever you are. So that's another nice thing, is because this is a web-based program, you can pretty much design wherever you are. So this is the PDF guide for the art. We have instructions on how to submit cover, how to submit your book, a sales flyer. So I want to click on that because sales is going to be something important. Actually, let me take you to our marketing page to show you that.
Pictavo community. It's under Pictavo community support.
Okay, it's not under marketing tools?
Yeah, no, if you go back, it will be, it might be under there too. There you go, Pictavo community storefront. It's under both of them.
Okay, okay. So here you will find all of the flyers, but what I want to show you in our marketing tools right here is the marketing tools that we do offer. So we are encouraging everyone to set up a storefront for online sales. You can set up a storefront like with all of our software for online sales, and you can sell yearbooks and you can sell dedication ads. And the parents can also design those dedication ads. This is the easiest way to get everybody to participate, especially now with the no touch anything. And a lot of the marketing tools that are here, you can use to contact the parents. So here we have email templates, and it gives you an idea of what you can, how you can inform the parents and how to announce it. So we have email templates there, and you can download them. We have email messaging. If you want to send a blanket email, you can go ahead and download that. We have the storefront flyers, which you can print, but like if you don't have anybody, if you don't have the kids in the school, obviously you can go ahead and share that virtually. You can send emails to the parents with instructions on how to navigate the storefront. So here it is, storefront flyers. Let's go to Pictavo community, and depending on what you're offering, you will have the different flyers available. So if you are just selling yearbooks, then you will just click on purchase yearbooks right there, and it will have all the information right here. We'll give step-by-step instructions to the parents. If you are doing all of our what's the word I'm looking for, Lisa? All of our features. Thank you. If you're doing all of our features, then you can go ahead and click on the one that reads, where is the one that has all the features? Design and purchase. Oh, we don't have that one.
Which one are you looking for?
The one that has all the features, the photos, upload photos, selling ads, and selling yearbooks.
Yeah, it will only have two. It won't have all three on the one sheet. It only has two things.
Okay. All right. Well, you get the idea. Here we have yearbook ads. And I want to say, really, I do think it exists. I'm not crazy. Let me go back here. Maybe it is under the downloadable forms. All features. Okay, I knew it was there somewhere. Okay, so this
Oh,
is
see,
one
I
that
haven't even seen the new one.
Okay, so this one has all of the features that are offered through the storefront. So again, if you are selling the yearbooks online, it's going to be your best bet. We will just reach out to us. We will send you a link requesting the information of how much you want to sell for, what your deadlines are going to be, and we will set the storefront for you. This is something new we added this year. So you don't even have to worry about learning how to set that up. We will do it for you. All we need is the information from you. We're also starting this year, because of COVID and the no touch and all not being able to go to the building for PTAs, for checks and things like that. When we set up the storefront, the funds are going to be deducted from your YearbookLife invoice. So that's another thing that we had a request a lot of last year. Like I said, there were instances where PTA representatives could not access the checks that they were receiving, their sales reimbursement checks, because they weren't allowed to be in the building. And that caused some problems, obviously, because they couldn't deposit the checks. And even when they did receive the checks, they couldn't go and deposit them because they had to go and make an appointment with a bank. So to avoid all of that, we decided that we're going to set it up for you, and we go ahead and deduct the sales from your YearbookLife invoice. If you have any questions on that, please let me know, or email us, or type it up on the chat box. I will be taking questions when we're done. Okay. And don't mind me while I check my notes. So requesting screenshots of the e-learning classes from students, parents, or teachers. So if they don't want to submit a photo of the student while they're doing their schoolwork on the computer, you can always do a screenshot, request a screenshot of that. And that's another cool idea to bring into one of your pages. So another consideration is to have a dedicated page to thank everybody that contributed a photo. And it could be a whole entire list of all of the parents that submitted a photo. It's just people like to see their name in print. And that is something just really cute, and you are thankful for them taking the time to send it to you and being able. It's going to be a collaborative effort to create the yearbook, so why not give them credit for that? So you can include whoever submitted the photo, whether there's a grandparent or the student themselves, and you can just make it a blanket thing if it's way too many people. Thank you for all of our parents that submitted photos, things like that, but that's just something really nice to include in your yearbook. I talked about current event pages and about me pages and the collage activities. Student art. So this is something else that this has been, people have been doing student art for covers for a long time, but usually they don't include it that much student art inside the pages. So this is something that can change. You can have a theme for the students to be drawing something that they, a theme for the year, for example. It could be school remote learning and how I feel about it in a drawing kind of thing, and include pages of that scanned art throughout your book. That will be something really cool. You can always give the credit to the student, and it's super easy because the student will do the drawing. They can scan it and submit it to you as a JPEG file, and then you can include it in your pages. So that's really minimal work on your end. It's just getting it from the students. Of course, you can always do it use the art in a more typical way to include it in the covers. That's also a really cool idea as well. I have something to share from one of our schools that they're doing, and I thought it was really cute. And I'm just going to read it to you guys. Have students write a paragraph each about what has impacted them the most in 2020. Could be the pandemic, racism, social inequalities, isolation, or whatever other topic comes up this year. For younger students, you can request the same assignment, but put it in a drawing instead. If it's a students that cannot do an entire paragraph, they can do maybe a sentence or two. That would be great too. And again, see with administration if you can include that as a grade to ensure that you do receive it from your students, because that can be a little difficult too. It depends. Some schools get things from parents and students really easily, and others they have a harder time. So if that's the case, including it as a grade might be something to think about. Another idea from another one of our schools is for last grade students, such as 5th grade, 8th grade, 12th grade, whatever that last level of schooling is, a 2-paragraph essay. The first one can be what has affected them the most, and the second is how they plan to how they plan to affect change in the future, and include this in the pages. You can have the student sign it, include a picture of the student, maybe from kindergarten, or if it's middle school, maybe from 6th grade, and then 8th grade would be at the bottom. And it might be worth something someday. Who knows what that student will go and be when they grow up, and that would be something really cool to hang on to. And again, include it as a grade if possible, and that way, and really, schools for the most part have to have X amount of words that kids needs to write throughout the year. That's like part of the curriculum. So this is a great way to incorporate it and have everybody be able to be part of the yearbook, be part of this memory book with very personal information. So Lisa, do I have anything else that I need? Oh, the 19 ideas.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we have here, and you can access this if you want, by the way, to take a look at our distance learning yearbook later on. Just in our YearbookLife, all the way at the bottom, we have distance learning yearbook. And we have the 19 ideas to fill up your yearbooks. There's a lot of more ideas in here. Some of them we've gone over in our webinar here, but this is information you can access later on if you need to pick your brain about what we discussed and how you can fill those pages. Okay? Do we have any questions? Does anybody have? Let me bring up the chat here.
There's one thing in chat. I don't know if it's a question or not.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi, Ginger. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and unmute yourself, or you can just type it up here on the chat box. That's fine. If you hover over the top, you will see the menu drop down, and under more, you will see 3 little dots and more underneath that, and you can click on chat, and the chat box will show up if you're not seeing it. Anybody? Lisa, is there anything that you want to add?
No, I think you've covered so much. And again, you guys just need to just be creative with another great idea a customer and I were talking about is get your students to send a picture of them eating their lunch, like, so then you can make a cafeteria page, you know, lunch with, you know, your friends. So I thought that was another cute idea, but Jeanette's doing amazing. She has great ideas. Just have to be creative.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we do have a questions. Can we look at the design features? We can. I know that this was open to all of our customers, so I don't know, are you on, Megan, are you on Pictavo? Using Pictavo software, or are you using YBLive? Ignore my dog, Pictavo. Okay, all right, I'll jump in there. Is there anything specific that you want to look at? I can show you exclusive art, actually. Let's go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and jump over there. And Sally, I will get back to your question in 1 second. So here we are in Pictavo. And let's go to one of our pages. Let's go ahead and go to design and go to pages. And thank you for asking, because I did want to touch on our exclusive art folders for this. Right here under our art palette, we have our exclusive art folder right here. This is for, like I said, for our Pictavo users. And we have accents that we've added throughout the year. A lot of them are remote learning related. So this is what I was talking about. See, we have now here the laptop and desktop. If you put a photo box, let's go ahead and click and drag this over. If you put a photo box on this, then you can include the principal picture like it was on that photo, on that sample yearbook that I was showing you. There are masked emojis. Those are cute ones. Oh, there's the thoughtful emoji, right? So you can play around and take a look at all of these. We have another one I want to show you, the frontliners. Here it is. This is another cute one. So this is your police officer, your doctors, your nurse, your firefighters, and of course, there's a teacher in there. And you can just click and drag that and place it throughout. Okay, so check out that exclusive art folder for information. There's also, you can also do a search. I think, let's see what comes up with COVID. I haven't looked this year, so I want to check out. Okay, so these are the different clip arts for current event questions kind of thing. Let's see. Well, I'm not sure. I know we have themes that are related to remote learning. I'm not sure where they can be found. So let me find that. Let me go ahead and write a note. And I will include it in the email, my follow-up email to you guys. I'm just looking around in case it's really obvious. Okay, let me go ahead and do a little bit of research, and I will find out where you can find that. So this is how you would do it in Pictavo. As far as learning more about the software, we will have next week a webinar going over the functionality of the software. So keep an eye out on your emails for that. And let's go ahead and go now to the YBLive. Can you guys see my screen still?
Mm-hmm. You still there, Jeanette?
I think she got kicked off the call.
Uh-oh. She might have accidentally. Let's see. When are we supposed to get our Pictavo login? Are you there, Jeanette? No? Okay, so I'll answer some questions while we're waiting for her. Hold on, she just, she's logging back in. She just had a power. Okay, so I can answer, when are you supposed to get your Pictavo login? You should be getting that this week. You should be getting that. If you haven't, if you're wanting to get into your book immediately, you can email us or call one of us and we can get you into your book pretty quickly. If not, you should get it. If you have not received it, most people have, go ahead and check your spam folder because I know a lot of customers today wrote me that they actually had it in their spam folder. So go ahead and check that folder.
Yeah, I did that. I'm new to this year, so.
Okay, so did you check your spam folder for that?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was there?
No, it wasn't there.
Okay, so go ahead and email us and then we'll make sure that you receive that email. And I was just answering a question, Jeanette, while we were waiting for you to
Yeah,
come on.
sorry about that, you guys.
So yeah, just email us and we can check for you in the morning and see where your email is. If not, we can resend it to you and get you started. So if you're ready to jump right in, we'll get going.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure, Becky. Did you have another question?
Yeah, it was because I was thinking of teaming up with our graphic arts teacher and having the kids design the cover. Is that possible?
Yes, we have a lot of people create their covers. The kids create covers. If you're in Pictavo, you can go into the help menu and get all your dimensions that you need it for, because you want to leave a little border around it. So when you're stretching it and thin it into that, you don't leave off some of their design work. And depending if you're just wanting it on the front or you want it across the front and the back. So again, you can, in your email to us, if you let us know about that, we can send you in the right place or get you those dimensions. But
awesome.
A lot of schools do that. So
thank you.
Second and third places, sometimes they actually put in the book also.
I just thought it would be fun with, the kids not at school and
they can actually scan right from their phone too. There's a way to scan from their iPhone too. So
awesome.
Okay, go ahead, Jeanette.
Sorry, my internet connection now, it's kind of hokey, so I keep coming in and out. I am trying to share my screen, Lisa. I can't do it when I was talking about, I'm going to have to log back in with.
Wait, it just said, yeah. No, I can see it now. I can see. Yep.
I'm so sorry, you guys. Let me try it again. Lisa, I'm so glad you're here and you can pick up my Slack.
Uh-oh, you have no internet?
I have no internet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go. See, it's very cagey right now.
I think
all the rain. Thank you guys for your patience. Okay. So I don't know where I lost you guys previously, so I just wanted to show you where our exclusive art is on our YBLive software. And let me just jump into one of our pages here. Okay, so our clip art, you're going to find it here under clip art. And you're going to find it. Actually, it's going to be all throughout It's got each category. So there isn't a specific place to find it here on YBLive. So if you want to include video chat, clip art, you will find it there under video chat. If you want to do, what was it, the one I used before, frontliners, here's your frontliners right there. And again, it's just a matter of clicking and dragging them over to use them throughout. So keep an eye out for that as well. Okay. And I lost the questions, Lisa, that people had in the little chat box. Do you still show that?
Let me see.
I'm sorry.
Yep,
I know
that's
somebody
okay.
asked about,
Okay, I have it open.
Okay, good. I think the next one that I was going to address was Sarah. And she, I believe, had a question about portraits.
Hold on.
All right.
Megan said, this is, can we look at the design features, which we were just doing, Megan. Sally said, I missed the part in the beginning about the school photos and the app. Can you please repeat that? That was Sally.
Okay, so that's what I wanted, Sally. Okay, so that's what I wanted to address. What we were saying is we're working on an app for that. We'll have more information in the next couple of weeks. We're not ready to share all the information yet because we don't have it. So we are working on it on a way, and the way it's going to work is, just so you have an idea, is you're going to request the parent or the student to send a picture via an app, and that's going to be able to generate an index portrait CD, which you will need to upload your portraits into your software. And like I said, don't feel like I'm going to leave you hanging. We'll have more information on that. Well, I'm sure we'll do webinars on it. So just hang tight for me. Okay. All right, Lisa, what else we got?
I think that was it. I do not see.
I thought I saw some more, but maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, well, one I answered about the cover and the login. I answered that when you were gone. That's it. Are there any other questions?
Well, maybe not. I don't.
Maybe some people have some suggestions that they've come up with, like for pages and stuff.
Oh, yeah. If you feel like sharing that, please do. That'd be great.
I was going to have teachers create their Bitmoji classrooms, since we're virtual and we got no first week of school pictures, and then have students create in their homerooms like virtual lockers, and then feature a few pages of those.
Oh, that's super cute with the lockers.
That's really cute.
And I've seen all the teachers are creating those little emojis, and it looks like a classroom with the chalkboard that we know of, or the whiteboards.
That's a really super cute idea. I wonder if we can, jumping off of that idea, if we can include a background that has just like desks, and maybe they can just put or put the photo of the student. Wouldn't that be something cute?
Yeah, that would be very cute.
That's really cute. What school are you with, Becky?
I'm at Northridge Middle School.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that. That's really a cute idea that we can feed off of too. I have here something from Sally. If teachers take screenshots from Zoom meetings with their students, will the quality of those pics be okay to put in the yearbook? That's a really good question. Actually, it will be a grainy picture, more than likely, yes. So what we are suggesting is to use a small picture of that actual image. That's why we included the clip art that includes the laptops, and that way you can place a photo box there and make it look like the virtual classroom. So yeah, that's a really good question, Sally. It's not the best quality of photos, but I don't know if you're familiar with pictures. If you resize them and make them a little smaller, their DPI of the resolution of the photo gets better. So
and Jeanette, maybe you can explain about when the teachers, maybe they can send instructions to the teachers how to do the print screen where they're going to get a better resolution than taking their camera and taking a picture of the screen. Because isn't that a better resolution when we do the print screen?
Yes, right. So the screen, right. So that's the screenshot she's asking about. That's a better resolution than taking a picture. Is that what you mean? So when I take a screenshot, it's going to be a better resolution than when you take a photo of a student or a computer screen. You with me? Am I making sense?
Yes, screenshots, she said.
Okay. Okay. All right. She got it. All right. Any other questions or anything that anybody wants to share? All right. If we don't have anything else, then I think we're ready to wrap it up, Lisa. You got something else?
Yeah, just one thing. If you guys want to jump onto Facebook and like our Facebook page, and we also have a Facebook group that you would have got an email from this past week. On the Facebook group, we will be posting some of our webinars. We'll be having watch parties. We'll have our links to our upcoming webinars. We're going to have some bios of, us. We're going to feature schools and maybe some pictures of pages and covers just to give you guys some great ideas and tips of the weeks and stuff. And that will be on our Facebook group. So Jeanette will send that link out in her email also. And you can check your email, and you can actually go to our YearbookLife page on Facebook and link to that, and we can accept you because that's a private group just for our customers.
Yep. Okay, good. I'll include that in the follow-up email as well. All right, everybody. If nobody has any other questions, thank you very much for spending your evening with us, and I appreciate it. And we look forward to getting to know you or see you again and seeing what you guys design. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys. Have a great evening.
Bye-bye.